Canada is also a wine-producing country, and for us here in Europe, we are not expecting that a country with so many days of cold can produce wine. And on the way to the stand, one of our team members asked me, "What are they producing?" I was just kidding him and say, "Oh, they're producing ice wine." And I just found Jared.
Yes.
And you are also producing ice wine.
We are, yes, indeed.
So, but later we will go to the ice wine. What about your area in over there?
So we come from a region called the Niagara Peninsula. It's located in southern Ontario, about 1 hour from Toronto. So just on the other side of Lake Ontario. We are quite a ways south. We always find it very important to communicate that with people, because when we speak of Canada, it's such a large country that we assume that we're from way far up north. But in fact, if you were to draw a line straight across from Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is my town, you would hit the border of Northern California. So we're way more south than what people realize. We're right in the middle of the wine growing region, the band that wraps around the world. We're right in the middle of it. So,
and the ground there is?
The ground? So for us, the ground is very, very special. It actually goes back 9,000 years ago to the last ice age. Our actual region was covered by water. There was a giant glacier that went over Lake Ontario. Now, as the water started to melt, the glacier receded, and it let all the carbon sediments and nutrients rest into the soil. And it also made this brand new land available that was used to be underwater. So for us, when I was a child playing outside in the dirt, I would find seashells and I would find sea fossils, because my actual home used to be at the bottom of the lake.
So you have a lot of minerals in your ground.
Absolutely.
So your wine will be very spicy, if I suggest?
It can be. Another effect of the glacier was that it churned up the soil quite extensively. So if you're along the Niagara Escarpment, it's all limestone based. But
how many days per year do you have sun?
Our growing season is very similar to Burgundy. Pretty much almost the exact same. So we start our bloom starts. Well, I have diagrams. Can I?
Yeah, later. Okay. We can. So then let's try to taste the wine.
Okay.
So,
for sure.
So you have Gewürztraminer.
Correct. So the first wine we have here is a Gewürztraminer-Riesling. It is 60% Gewürztraminer, 39% Riesling, and then 1% Riesling ice wine.
So you have German roots then?
I personally do. The family for Pillitteri is Sicilian roots. Okay. So they moved from Sicily. Gary Pillitteri moved in 1948. And my family personally came from Germany after the war in 1948 as well. Okay. So Niagara-on-the-Lake generally is populated by German and Italian people.
So it is very honey is inside. Mm-hmm. So it's very flowerful, I will say. It seems like a nice wine. I was not expecting that. Yeah. It's a really nice wine. I mean, Gewürztraminer, it's Riesling and Gewürztraminer are typical German grapes.
Of course.
And Gewürztraminer, it's to produce a good Gewürztraminer in Germany is really hard work.
Yes.
Because the grapes are not easy in the vineyard, mm-hmm. and Riesling are also very complicated. Mm-hmm. But I'm wondering, so how are you doing that? Because Riesling, the plants are going very
deep into the ground. Deep. Correct.
How is that working there?
For us, we have a lot of heavier clay loam soils where we plant our Rieslings. So it's a lot of resistance to the vines digging deep. But our vines are 20 years old. We don't have too much moisture during the summertime, so they have a lot of strength to them. The Riesling grows, it's very well adapted to our climate. It's very well adapted to our soils. And it's a very versatile grape. So we get to play with all of that acid, and we allow that acid to cut the spice of the Gewürztraminer. So for us, our trellising is very different in North America than it would be in Europe. We're much more spread out. I love it when I drive through the countryside in Germany and in Bordeaux, and I see the efficient usage of the land and how tight all of the vines are. For us, we allow a lot more space per vine, so that the minerality is soaked up per vine. So
So can we try the next wine?
Of course.
That's
So, they keep stealing my wine on me. I apologize.
Okay.
So for us, this is 100% Cabernet Franc. It's a varietal that has become very, very popular in the Niagara region. We're very well suited for it in terms of climate. It almost ripens up perfectly every year. Now, these clones we actually got from the Loire Valley. We planted these vines 20 years ago, and they're coming into full maturity now. And so the wines, this one here particularly is a little bit younger, 2012. We just put this into bottle about a month ago in preparation for the show. So it's a little bit tight still, but it has...
I think it will need 1 year or 2 years.
Absolutely, but it's going to open up into a beautiful expression of Canadian terroir.
There's a lot of tannins, and I think if it... is it in a barrique barrel?
No, it's in smaller barrels, 325 liter barrels. So, and we use medium toast, French oak, 90% French oak, 10% Hungarian oak. So
it's really nice toast aromas inside.
Yes.
And it's the tannins are not so strong, but I think they will be going stronger in the next time.
They're definitely noticeable at this point in time, but as the wine settles and it starts to mature, and the fruit will show its character. And so we know that this is going to rest into an absolutely beautiful wine. We're very excited to see the potential for this product.
Yes. So, and now let's try the ice wine. That's why I was.
Of course.
How much are you selling a bottle of ice wine? Because in Germany, a bottle of ice wine is really, really expensive.
It's very expensive all around the world.
Okay.
And the main reason for that is the pure concentration of fruit. So when we make an ice wine, minus 8 degrees Celsius is the warmest it's allowed to be. We typically harvest around minus 12. So what happens at these temperatures is all of the water content is frozen solid. We press it very aggressively and only get a few drops of sugar per grape. So you have an idea, the concentration level, to make 1 bottle of 375 ml, we could be making a minimum of 6 bottles of table wine at 750 milliliters.
Wow.
So the cost is somewhat justified by the level of concentration in the wine, but also by the risk involved. For us, we're leaving this fruit naturally hang on the vine until the middle of winter. Quite often, we don't pick until January. So there's a lot of risk involved with that production. So
there's a lot of honey inside.
This
really, really, really strong flowers, and
well, Vidal is definitely the most popular of the ice wines. So it is a French hybrid grape. It's a very thick skin. It's super strong on the vines. We can trust this grape. We know that it's going to survive the winter. So it actually represents about 50% of all of ice wine production in Canada is the Vidal grape. Beyond that, we're doing Cabernet Sauvignon. We do Cabernet Franc, we do Merlot, we do Sangiovese, we do Chardonnay ice wine, Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, of course. In any given year, we're making about 13 different varietals of ice wine.
This wine is really good.
Oh, thank you.
That's really.
You sound surprised. You
I'm surprised. I was like, Canada wine. Oh yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No, the ice wine is my favorite.
Yes. Well, thank you.
I think it's a lot of work inside.
Absolutely, and we want that to show through. Canadian people are very friendly. We're very hardworking. And we put a lot of love into this product, a lot of love into this wine. We work very hard to make this product what it is and then to bring it to the world. So we're extremely proud of it. And so far this year at ProWine, we've been very busy and the feedback has been fantastic.
Yeah,
people are loving this wine.
How much can I buy such a bottle in a supermarket?
I have a German price list right here.
Just
roughly
25 euros.
A little bit more than that.
$35?
Yeah, around 35, 40 euro.
Dollars or euros?
Euro.
35? Yeah, but it is something. It's a price. The price is good for this product.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
It's
fair.
It's a world-class product. Yeah. It's a premium level, we're very proud to be the one region in the world that does ice wine consistently every year. And we are the world's largest estate producer of ice wine as well. It's a labor of love, and we recognize that.
I can feel it.
It's not cheap, but it's worth every drop.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we will see us next year, I hope.
Absolute pleasure.
Okay.
Yes.
And now, I just got the signal that the ProWine is closing, so we will see us tomorrow. Thank you.